Hello everyone! Welcome to Fantasyland, Volume 1, or Entering Fantasyland. Well, actually, this is Amatarasu Riddle Star, and it's by Silqualia, and it recently became available in English by Mongamer. So I played this title for a little bit, and I kind of like the story, so I'm going to put this on my channel in place of Loca-Love Volume 2, My Comedian Crush. And yes, that title is still not available on Steam yet. So what happens so far is that our main character, Takaya, he's with his child friend Yua, and they're looking at shooting stars. And like usual, they make wishes, but then something happens and they pretty much get immersed in something that resembles Fantasyland. So you get animal-like creatures that talk, and you also get buildings that kind of resemble like Wonderland or Fantasyland. So like mushroom-shaped houses, cake-shaped houses, and I wonder if the laws of physics still apply here. But anyways, let's just see how it goes from here. And I do apologize that this title, it runs slower than most of the other visual novels I've played. And hopefully I can get this to speed up a little bit more. So let's click Start Game. Okay, so we're looking at a starry sky, and it's like, I'm bored. So even if the subject of the surreal rumors I hear might sound interesting, leaving my heart pounding in anticipation for the briefest of moments. Or the briefest of moments, there you go. So at the end of the day, things that happen in real world are bound by restrictions of reality. And so off rumors end with a realistic conclusion. Well, it almost served to make me accept that reality was inescapable. Okay, so we see that our main character is looking for something different. It's like, reality is boring. It's the same over and over again. So I turned to books, particularly fairy tales, filled with the dreams of children or young adult novels filled with adventure. And the worlds in these books were without limit, and I could explore them on wings made of balanced imagination. And the stories they told were things I could never experience in reality. And compared to them, the real world was nothing but a bland, bone-dry desert. And no matter how you might search for water to quench your thirst, it would end up being a fruitless endeavor. And even now, in the middle of this parched world, the stars stretching out across the eerily empty sky shine down my loitering self.
すごく綺麗な星空だね。ピクニックに来てよかったね、たっくん。
So being able to see the stars in the city is nothing new, you know? So once again, looking at stars is the same old boring thing.
でも、雲一つなくて、今日の星空はとびっきりのスペシャルな星空だよ。ほら、どっちを見ても星がいっぱいキラキラ輝いてて、ワクワクしちゃうね。
So, I'm sure clear skies count, right? Well, this place, the nickname is called Starfall Hill. And the small hill without anything around it to obstruct the view is a well-known stargazing spot for the inhabitants of the town of, let's see, Hoshigino or Gino. So you're peppy as always. Anyways, if this is a picnic, let's eat. I'm starving. So, hey, where's the food?
見て見て、お空がスペシャルだからお弁当もスペシャルだよ。じゃーん。
So what is it? So inside the lunchbox that Yua opened up, there was several standard picnic style sandwiches. Okay. Oh, so they were all elaborately made, and with the bread carefully cut into the shape of a star. Oh, so she went one step further and made star-shaped sandwiches. As for me, who's somehow out here this late, my name is, let's see, Domato Takaya. Okay, so his name is Takaya, and I'm just an average student attending a school in Hoshigino, or Hoshigino. Oh, so his name is Domoto Takaya. So on the last night of the spring break, I was invited by my child friend Arisu Yua to go out on a nighttime picnic. So a nighttime picnic might have been strange, or might have a strange ring to it, but it basically boils down to eating food while looking at the stars together. So I think the more appropriate term is, I'll say, a stargazing event, not a picnic. Or, well, anyways. So, thanks to the food, Wait, so you're not going to eat anything, Yua?
私のことは気にしないで。食べて食べて。
Well, I'm fine, says Yua. Well, it's hard to eat while you're staring at me. So if you want to look, I'll let you look as much as you like. It's like, well, when you look at me, you kind of want me to critique your sandwich. Like, does it taste good? Does it have anything that sticks out? And it's really hard to eat when someone is anticipating those kind of responses. So with this sigh, I picked up a plastic toothpick with a star at the end and brought a savory piece of fried food made with soy sauce and potato starch into my mouth.
ねえ、どうかな？ユア特製のお弁当、何点？
Okay, so now she's asking, so how is it? So what kind of grade you would give this lunchbox? Okay, so 70%.
喜んでいいのか微妙な点数。でも次はタックに100点って言ってもらえるように頑張るからね。
Okay, it's like well, 70%, that's like a C, and that means average. And, well, don't worry, because I'll try my hardest, I'll make it even better, and the next time I make a lunchbox for you, you'll give me an A, or A+. So, well, to tell you the truth, her food is good enough to give it 100 points already. But I think it's like, well, I don't want to basically flatter her, so I think it's better if I just give her an average score. But either way, Yua is like, well, that's okay. I'll try my hardest next time. I'll make it even better. Compared to A Christmas Story, I forgot the name of the main character. So if you remember, he wrote an essay about what he wanted for Christmas, and he was hoping that he would get a really good grade on it. An A++++++. And instead he got a C+, and he was all upset, and he had all these fantasies of the teacher being a witch. And it's like, well, maybe the mom influenced her as well. And if you remember why, it was because the teacher was also concerned about his safety. It's like, you shoot your eye out. And that was the recurrent message in that story. Well, anyways, it's almost near Christmas and I'll leave it there. So eating homemade food alone together under the night sky might sound romantic to an outside observer. But, let's see, as long as it's Yua I'm eating with, there's no way it could come to that. Well, it's not even she's my child friend. Wait, no, Yua is. So what is she then? So, and just as I thought, Yua spread out her arms while behind me and then clung onto me tight. Ooh, wow. And her breath tickled my ears.
じゃあ、たっくん、早速だけど。
So what does she want? Oh, so we're starting now? So I'll say it time and time again. As long as I'm with Yua, there's no way I could feel it being romantic.
見て見て、たっくん、あそこあそこ。
And here we see our main character, Takaya, and it's like, hey, look over there, Takun. Oh, yeah, I can see. So what is interesting?
あれがハムスター座。あれとあれとあれを線で結ぶと、ハムスターがピョンって飛んでるように見えるでしょ?
Oh yeah, it does. Well, the proper term is the Ursa Major.
で、あれがアルパカ座。首をミョーンって伸ばして、こっちをじっと見てるの。かわいいよね。
So how about that one? The alpaca constellation. Well, that's Camelopardus.
それでね、あれがおむすび座。
Okay, so that name is kind of interesting. The rice ball constellation.
むかしむかし、おむすびが大好物の王子様がいて、ある日、その王子様のことが好きになった人魚の女の子が、王子様のためにおむすびを握ってあげることにしたの。
And kind of like how Yua comes up with a story to accompany that constellation and what she calls it.
だけど、水の中じゃお米が握れなくて、人魚は涙をポロポロ流しながら王子様のことを諦めようとしたんだけど、その時王子様が「これが君のおむすびだよ」って言って夜なべして作った手作りの梅おむすびを人魚と分かち合って、そして2人は結ばれて、その記念として空におむすび座を作ったの。どうかな？ロマンチックでしょ?
So I wonder if Yua got this from a textbook or she came up with some story of her own. And it's like, oh, that's how it goes. Well, I see. So bound together like a rice ball. Wait. So that's the spring triangle though. So I shrugged my shoulders with boredom as I listened to Yua's Yua prattle on and on enthusiastically about her new original constellations.
それでね、あっちのオムライス座は100年に1回しか生まれない黄金の卵が。
So Hoshigino, Hoshigino, has a slogan claiming that it's the town closest to the stars. So it's a rural town of high elevation to begin with, but apparently they keep nightlife to minimum in order to keep the sky dark and clear so that the stars are always bright.
そして男が黄金の卵を天に掲げるとパカッて割れて、中から泉みたいに白い卵が溢れ出して。
And the reason why Yua loves the stars so much is probably because she was raised here. Okay. So I wonder where Takaya's from then. But although she loves the stars, she doesn't do anything that a normal stargazer would do. It's like a telescope or research what she was looking at. Instead, she makes up her own original constellations and invents stories around them. So, let's see. Ptolemy would faint if he heard it. Whenever, I know I'm not the one to talk since I like reading fairy tales, but the fact that she can still get so passionate about her kid stuff is amazing in a way.
そうして一個の黄金の卵で村人みんながお腹いっぱい幸せいっぱいになりましたとさ。めでたしめでたし。
And Yua continues her story, if you see here. So the stories that Yua told were filled with dreams, the kind of stories that a fairy tale lover like myself would enjoy, but I couldn't put my imagination into the stars like she can. Well, in reality, stars are nothing more than fiery balls of gas, forcefully lumping together unrelated stars separated by countless light years to make constellations is from the first moment. In thinking such, I picked up an egg sandwich while making sure Yua didn't hear me sigh. Like, oh, okay, well, no matter how I look at it, it's just nothing more than this. And it was at that moment, so what happens? Okay, so we see something in the sky. So a long thread of light ran from the heavens to the ground and promptly disappeared.
Oh, せっかくの流れ星だったのにお願い事できなかったよ。
Aww, so I missed it, right? So wish on a shooting star. So you still believe in that stuff? So I wonder who was talking to them. It's like, if you wish on a shooting star, your wish will come true. Well, that's obviously nonsense. So I hurriedly shook my head as I saw something superimpose itself over Yua.
だってお星様は神様なんだよ。
Wait, what?
たっくん、私はすごいことに気がついてしまったのです。ほら、どんなお話でも神様の国、天国はお空の上にあるでしょ？
Well, yeah. I'm pretty sure internally Takaya does not believe in all this. Like, well, even though you mentioned that there's a god anywhere, I'm sure that's all just story and it's just nothing more than fireballs.
人は死んだら星になるとも仏様になるとも言うし、仏様って神様のことだもんね。あと、人がお願い事をするのも神様かお星様だし、だからお星様は神様なんだよ。
Well, that's kind of close, but I feel like the stars are more like the followers of God. I see. He's like, okay, yeah, I get it, okay. But it's hard to reject all those words because it might make you upset that he's pretty much poking into her fantasies, or like bursting the bubble of her fantasies. So being forced down Yua's line of reasoning, I said something resembling an agreement.
信じる者は救われるのです。だから、たっくんもお願い事しよう。
Come on, join me. Okay. So gradually, I gave in and joined her in her wishing game as I looked up at the starry sky with reluctance. Well, might as well. I already joined her for the picnic and ate her food after all. And a wish quickly comes to mind. Well, of course, even if I were to make such a wish, there's no way it would be granted. I know that much. But I think humans can help but hold a belief, no matter how small it is, in miracles. So it might be a strange way to put it, but we tend to forget the obvious fact that reality is realistic. Well, there are some people who believe that the world is filled with wonder, like Yua, but those people can never get bored. Well, if I was going to have any wish granted, any wish at all, like Yua told me to, I was trying to make a wish that wouldn't be granted. I couldn't help but find what I was doing amazing or amusing. And while saying things like, well, that can be possible, I still held an expectation for something fun and wondrous to occur. I guess I'm just human after all. Well, my wish is quench the thirst that is my boredom. And he sees another wishing star. Oh, okay. So what a coincidence that a second one would come of just that time. It's like right when I finish my wish, another shooting star comes, and that's kind of unrealistic.
いいなあ。たっくんの願い事叶うよ。たっくん、ラッキーだね。
Yeah, well, that was real lucky. As Yua was genuinely jealous at me, I couldn't help but lament over such a huge waste of luck. However, it didn't end there. So a third shooting star. Wait, a third one? How's that possible?
本当だ。私も今度こそ願い事しなくちゃ。
So, I'm pretty sure there will be a fourth one, and when it comes, I will make sure I get my wish in. Okay, so how many now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what the? Fourth, fifth, sixth. There were so many shooting stars that it was like the sky used where itself was moving as it rained down from beyond the darkness. A meteor shower? Well, they didn't say anything about this in the news.
綺麗。こんなすごいの初めて見た。
But for you, it's like, they're beautiful. And she doesn't really care about all the other stuff. So Yua opened her eyes wide in a daze, captivated as she was by the rain of light covering the night sky. But the most surprising thing of all would come after that. So what's even bigger than a whole group of shooting stars? Wait. So shooting stars aren't going out, so they won't disappear.
本当だ。
So the shooting stars didn't disappear, and they seem to be sucked in towards the lights in Hoshigino. And then... Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is unpredicted. It's like, wait a minute, how can this happen? Just from shooting stars. That's impossible. The whole place starts to rumble. So with a mighty impact, everything around us was surrounded in light bright enough to turn our vision pure white.
どうしたの？何これ？
Don't tell me. A meteor? Wait, a meteor shouldn't light up like this. It's like, wait a minute. So, if it was a meteor, it would just crash into Earth. It would not give off a bright flash. Well, it makes no sense. So what's going on? So while we remain in shock from the sudden strange event, the light and shaking eventually died down.
あれ？
Wait,
何も起きてない。
so that's all? Nothing happened? So from what we could see from here, there was nothing different about the town's landscape. Wait, what was that? Just now?
あ、また？
So another one? In the night sky, now clear of meteor showers, a single shooting star remained.
街に落ちませんように、街に落ちませんように。
It's like, well, is this one going to hit this area? Oh, so the shooting star is changing its course.
わあ、よかった。これで街には落ちなさそう。流れ星さん、お願い聞いてくれてありがとう。
So I wonder if this was Yua's wish, or she had something else in mind. Wait, I don't think that's what... So I think the star is tricking them and it's going to circle around and come back. Wait, that shooting star, isn't it headed in this direction? And the white ball of light drew closer and closer. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa!
こっち来ないで。
And this one makes a big impact on Earth. So the shooting star hit the middle of the hill, causing small tremors to reverberate around it. Okay, so it looks like it didn't come for us. Wait, oh, so thank goodness.
そうだね。
So you and I were slightly relieved to see that we were both okay.
ちょっと落ちたところに行ってみよう。ちょうど帰り道だし。
Okay, let's go then. So after cleaning up our lunchboxes, we headed to the impact zone with tense looks on our faces. And what was waiting for us there? Wait a minute. So what's this place? The single house was fantastical and out of place shape had appeared. So this house wasn't here when we just passed by.
でもなんか可愛い家だね。
So if you look at the house, you can see big candy on the sides. 2 lollipops, some candy canes, a snowman, some large mushrooms in many different colors.
ドアが開いたよ。
And someone lives here. So you and I quickly hid and watched from a distance. What she was, or what we saw was... So who's this figure? A single girl walked out from the house in a timid fashion. Wait, what the? I couldn't see her face well from here, but I could tell that there was 2 long and thin, things bouncing on her head. And the shape of those long, thin things were reminiscent of, wait, how do I say this? Wait, so are those rabbit ears? I heard it cover Yua's mouth. And right, they look like rabbit ears, and 2 of them were indeed growing out of her head. Wait, so what's with her? Is that cosplay? So, Taka can't believe... So a girl with rabbit ears, that's unusual. So ears that twitch and move are real rabbit ears, no matter how you slice it. But rabbit ears are attached to a human head are impossible, so they must be fake. That's what I concluded. And during that time, she walked with a hop in her step to the front of her house and looked down at the front or at the town from the hill.
Yappari, あの町って。じゃあ、ここは地球?
And after looking around restlessly, she let out all of her breath in a single go, as if the whole thing had deeply moved her.
そうだ。早く見つけないと。
Wait, find what? So what's she looking for?
それに、また、あの人に会える。
Hey, so she's running towards the town. Seeing her exit the scene, you and I left our finding spot, or our hiding spot.
ねえねえ、たっくん、すごいよ。うさぎさんだよ。かわいい。
Well, I might be talking nonsense, but were her ears really realistic? She was talking about Earth as well. And just like an alien, no, it can't be. Things like that don't happen in the real world.
そうだ。早くうさぎさんを追いかけなくちゃ。
Hey, so why don't we... So why do you have to do that then? So why do you have to go follow that rabbit-like figure?
あんなに可愛いんだから、宇宙人さんでもいい宇宙人さんだよ。お友達にならなくちゃ。
And you was like, well, I want to make friends with her. And I'm sure an average person would be scared and hide. Hey, Yua, wait, don't leave me behind. But Yua's going to look for the rabbit anyways. So seriously, I'm surprised she can still be so carefree with all those supernatural stuff happening. I'm honestly impressed. Okay, well, I can't see her anywhere.
ほんと、うさぎさんだけあって、ぴょんぴょん身軽だね。
Well, like a rabbit, she goes fast, so... And in the end, we couldn't catch up to those rabbit ears, and we leaned up against a wall trying to catch our breaths. Well, it doesn't look like anything's changed in the town. Well, seriously, so what were those shooting stars? But just when my train of thought embarked from the station, it happened. So what's this now? So my heart, which was beating fast with fatigue, started to beat even faster. Wait, was that the sound of a bell? But what's this feeling? The bell rang again, and my heart beat faster. Wait, what's going on? When I heard that sound. And here's more of it. So before I knew it, my feet started to move by themselves as I unsteadily walked to where the sound of the bell guided me.
どうしよう。もうちょっと探してみる？
And I wonder if you had heard the bell.
たっくん、どこ？
Oh, so he left her behind. So Takaya's busy following the bell. So the sound of the bells is getting louder. Am I getting closer to the source of the sound? And right when it had rung its loudest yet, the sound of the bell stopped. Wait, so where's this?
やあ、どうしたんだい？こんな夜中に。
Wait, a voice? Wait, where are you?
ここだよ。
Here? Wait, above? Okay, so looking up, I can see another girl, different from the rabbit earlier, smiling at me as she sat on top of a tree branch. Wait, this girl. Well, in an instant, my attention became fixated on her appearance, especially her two different colored eyes. Oh, so it's kind of like Saya from A Sky Full of Stars. And if you remember, that was one of her distinguishing features. So a bell's on her waist. So that's where the noise came from. As I thought that absentmindedly, an indescribable feeling welled up from inside me, leaving me speechless. Wait, what's this feeling? It feels kind of painful and kind of sad, a heavy and unpleasant feeling I never want to experience again.
どうしたのかな？じっとこっちを見て。
So what's wrong? Wait, so who are you?
そうだね。私は流れ星だよ。
I'm pretty sure Takaya won't believe that. It's like, wait, a shooting star? You? There you go. I had no idea what she was saying, but... So what's your name? I want your name. Even though I knew I shouldn't get involved with someone so suspicious, I couldn't help but be curious.
名前ね。愛かな？多分。
Maybe. That's the one keyword that makes it kind of strange. Wait, eyes like love? And what do you mean by maybe?
忘れてしまったよ。
Well, I actually don't really know my true name, so, Wait, does she have amnesia? Even though I had my doubts, I couldn't take my eyes off of her. And then...
君は
So you are... So her smile intensely faded as though she had suddenly noticed something.
もしかして。
Wait, so don't tell you what... At the moment, just as a gust of wind blew, I felt myself being drawn deeper into her eyes. And when the wind stopped, she had already descended the tree and was standing right in front of me. So what's she doing? So she suddenly drew closer and buried her face in my chest. Wait, so what are you doing? And remained in that position, she stayed still for a while. And before long, she looked up at me.
やっぱりそうだ。君はTakaya.
Okay, so by smelling him, she can identify that this person is Takaya. Wait, huh?
きっと私は君に会うために来たんだ。大切な君に。
So out of nowhere, she mentions that, well, I've known you for a long time and I want to meet you here. And that obviously puts Takaya up in confusion. It's like, wait a minute, what's with this person? So distinctly different from her smile earlier. She smiled more as she said that made my heart skip harder than it ever had before. Wait, so how do you know my name?
Takkun!
And before he can answer from Yua comes over. Uh-oh. Wait, Yua? As I turned around, I saw Yua and the clouds begin to disappear from my mind.
やっと見つけた。いきなりいなくなっちゃうなんてひどいよ。
Oh, I'm sorry. I just was curious about the sound of the bell.
え、鈴？何の鈴？
Wait, where's the bell? Wait, look over there. Wait, When I tried to point to the girl named Ai, all traces of her had suddenly disappeared. So kind of like the mysterious feelings like, hey, that person, I was trying to follow her, and then when he presents the girl to someone else, there's no traces of it. And that obviously is going to leave questions for Yua. It's like, wait a minute, so who are you talking about?
鈴なんてないよ。
And more importantly, Yua didn't even hear the bell. Wait, no, it was just over there. It was, I looked around to make sure she wasn't up in the trees or on top of a fence, but there was no sign of her.
変なたっくん。
But anyways, Yua smiles like, well, you're kind of weird, but that's good. Wait, that's strange. Impossible. So now what's this sound?
上の方から聞こえてくるけど。
So as we looked up towards the sound, huh?
あれ？なんか星がちょっと見えなくなってるような。
So some kind of large black shadow was passing through the sky and blocking starlight. There you go. It looks like my game is freezing up a little bit. Wait, a bird? So birds that are active at night are rare around here, especially ones of that size.
ライオンくらいあるよね。
But it's a big bird. Yeah? Wait a minute. It's coming this way. And it looks like an eagle of some sort. So seeing the large bird, the creature coming for us, Yui ran away as fast as she can. Of course, so did me. Or so did I. Wait, okay, so is it really a bird? Isn't that way too big for a bird? Big bird?
私、もうダメ。
Hey, Yua! Well, maybe it was because she had been running around looking for me, but Yua was completely exhausted. And the bird keeps coming at them. Oh, damn. So, it found us already. Without even thinking, I held Yua tightly, intending to shield her. And once again, the bird keeps flapping. Wait, Wait, so that bird went away. Well, maybe it was not after us to begin with, but it flew back up into the air as if nothing had happened. Wait, so we're saved. But still, that's kind of strange, and it's hard to get that off their mind. Oh? So right now, it looks like I pushed down Yua on the ground. Our faces are only 10 centimeters apart.
ありがとう、たっくん。でも、ちょっと、
Well, but despite the sweat, unlike a man, she smells kind of sweet. And it's like, oh no, I'm getting too close to Yua and this is not right. So, feeling her soft mounds pushing against my chest, I hurriedly separate myself from her. Wait, right. So you're growing up to be a woman. So why am I thinking about Yua like that? She's my child friend.
チューされちゃうかと思ってドキドキしちゃった。
Well, I'm sure that's way too early in the story. Well, like I do something like that. And more importantly, I'm glad nothing happened. Yeah.
そうだね。それにしても、何だったんだろうね、今の。
Yeah, well, there are sure some weird animals out there. Ha ha ha, yeah. And calm down, that was probably some kind of condor that escaped from a nearby zoo or something. And right, nothing strange is going on, only boring things ever happen in reality. And a meteor shower hitting the ground and the bright light was probably something else entirely. The house was probably there from the start, and I just so happened to meet two weird girls, one after the other. That's all. Okay, let's go home then.
うさぎさん探したかったけど、もう遅いもんね。
Okay, so what happened next?
赤ちゃんがどこかで泣いてるね。
Hey, so what's with that noise? Babies crying all the time. Like, that's just a regular baby crying, nothing special.
そうだけど。
So why is she making such a scared face? This isn't a horror story or anything. There's no way weird things will happen or keep happening over and over again. Wait, so what about the footsteps?
赤ちゃんの泣き声、近づいてきてる？
And they can hear the sound getting louder. So the sound gradually drew closer behind us, and when we turned around, there it is. A pig with the head of a baby looking right at us. And a human-faced pig slowly drew closer to us. Uh-oh. So, I think this person is talking to them. It's like, eat me! Wait, what? What? So, this time a man with an impossibly large crack-open head came running at us, holding a piece of his face in his hands. Oh, that's obviously going to be scary. Wait, what? Wait, it's coming back at us. Oh, so the bird's coming back as well. From that point on, we ran here and there in a panic, and in the end, we had no idea which road we took or which way we went. And finally, we end up in a place that we knew very well. Okay, so this has to be the, it was the front gate of the school that we went to. Let's see. Akashira Academy. Anyways, well, at least we're not lost. Good thing, right, Yua? So at least they found a place that they could use as a marking point. Well, what's wrong? So why are you just staring at me? The school huh? So what had somehow replaced the school building was... Wait a minute, is this our school? I'm pretty sure that's what Takaya's wondering. So a very fancy castle. Our school had turned into what? But obviously that would make Yui or you're all excited thinking, wow, so this is our school. It looks pretty good. Yeah, it really is amazing. At this point, anything goes. Wait, who's calling them? So hearing a girl's voice, I turn around immediately, but... Suddenly, some ball-like object came hurling at me at high speed, and I quickly avoided it. Wait, so that was close. Wait, what are you doing? Throwing something like that? Besides, I'm the one who wants to know who is there. As I picked up the ball off the ground... Wait, let me go. So the ball's talking to... And it's not a ball, but a head. Oh, come on, don't come closer. So Yua's running around, and this head is following her. Okay, so the head's chasing both Yua and Takaya, and Yua can't handle it anymore, and she's going to pass out. And there goes Yua. Wait, Yua! Suddenly something caught my shoulder, and when I turned to look to see who it was... Uh-oh, so the headless person. A headless girl was holding onto my shoulder as I heard a voice coming from the direction the head was in. Okay, so this is gonna scare anyone. And with that, I finally collapsed on the spot. So now Takaya goes out as well.
人の頭を何だと思っている?
Wait, so whose head do you think it is?
おやおや、相変わらず弱虫だな、高谷は。やれやれ、しょうがない。
And as my conscience faded out, I could feel my body being gently lifted up. So where are we now? Wow, so they're pounding mochi so energetically today. Wait, so whose voice is this? I wonder what flavor mochis have. Does it taste like creamy like the moon, I wonder? It was a girl's voice. No, a young child's voice. Okay, so this is the king, this is the queen, and these are the soldiers. I wonder what kind of people they are. They're a scary person, cheerful person. Wait, this is I can't put the conversation together. So, is this a dream? But I feel like I'm floating, which isn't so bad. And when people are, like, when people die, they become stars. And if you wish upon a shooting star, your wish will come true. Oh well, I'm sure everything that happened was just a dream. I'm sure tomorrow, I'll be back to in the desert of the real living out my boring but peaceful life. I should just give myself over to this warmth for now. And this world is really fun. I can't wait for tomorrow. Okay, so it's the next day, I'm pretty sure, and he went to a coma and he had all these interesting thoughts. Oh, this is... Okay, so for some reason, Takaya woke up in his own room, and we'll see how it goes in the next episode. So, overall, I enjoyed this visual novel, and the reason I put on this channel is because I kind of like the idea of having all these characters experience a whole new world that they've never seen before. Well, even though it's the same place, the whole place changed after the shooting star incident. And going to that fantasy versus realistic approach, so as little kids, we tend to not think too much, and whatever we read from the fairy tales, we kind of take it as is. But then when we grow older, we can analyze, we can judge, we can critique, and kind of just look at it from a bigger perspective. And unless it has some kind of historical or scientific explanation, we tend to label unrealistic ideas as impossible. And that applies to most of the fantasy ideas. But for Yua, the child friend, she still believes in all those fantasies, even though she's getting quite too old for that. And just at the right time, all these things start to happen. So also, this title reminds me of A Sky Full of Stars by Poltop. And in that visual novel, the theme is astronomy. And I do remember one part where the main character Akito found a photo of a strange constellation called the Dumpling Constellation, and it was drawn by Komako, the office lady. And with that, he had some kind of good conversation or talk with Komako. And then near the end of my episodes, Akito had a suspicion that the Komako office lady is someone that he knows from the past. So I do plan on adding more episodes of A Sky Full of Stars to my channel. But for now, I'll stick to this one. And with that in mind, I'll see you in next episode.